Welcome back to Check Please, the D&D podcast thing. Last time, the party explored the surreal landscape of the haunted Telic Manor, eventually defeating the ghost of a crazed young noble and leaving with a token of that once great house. The party managed to find their way back to civilization, but what awaits them back in the small village of Edge? You can breathe again easily. The sun is actually visible in the sky.
Bees are happy again.
Your bees perk back up. Like you can
quote
feel,
unquote happy.
You
Before this point.
You can feel warmth in your hands again.
Soul just like reaches their hands up and just stretches so
Before we get
happily.
to that point, while we're on our way back, I want to raise the tension of the scenario. I want to read out loud the pterodactyl thing.
The what?
Pterodactyl.
The fucking...
Oh, the pterodactyl book?
Yeah. The erotic novel that I found.
Oh, God.
Are you doing that the entire way back?
Until I get to the end of it, yeah.
Soul is not amused.
Well, I'm doing it to make everyone laugh, to raise tension.
But by the end of it, are you kind of into it?
You kind of want this person to end up with the pterodactyls?
A little bit.
Nice.
You got invested.
Like the love triangle part in the middle of the book, like that was kind of like really sketchy, but after that part was done, it was really...
Yeah, it really got
I read Twilight too.
Some pretty hot, there were some pretty hot sequences in there.
I feel dead on the inside.
Alright, let's pull up a map.
As we're like on our way to the bar, I'm like, are we angry at him? Or...
Like, as we've been walking towards the bar, Soul's face, like, was really happy when they got, like, into the normal air and, like, everything's warm and sunshiny again. Mm-hmm. And it's slowly, like, gone from, like, happy to, like, kind of, like, a pissed off, like, bitch face look as we've gotten closer to the bar.
What's the guy's name?
Serwyn.
Serwyn Ardale.
Serwyn. You know what? I'm gonna burst through that front door and go, Serwyn!
Oh, really?
Buddy, my man, come here!
Oh, he's happy.
No.
And when you lure him out, we stab him.
Jeez.
Oh, we're coming in from the back.
From the north, because you were just heading from that direction.
Actually, I take that back. If the first person, if I see it,
God
is going to be Telly, I'm going to just walk up and give her a big old hug.
Disgusting. Go for
Alright,
it.
you walk into the Dead Man's Rest, and you see Telly is talking to the barkeep there behind the bar.
Is he really a cleric?
He acts more like a bard than I do sometimes.
I think he
swear
has
to
some
God.
sort of, like, bound healing magic, because it definitely... I've been poking at this scar all day. Can someone fix my shirt around this? It's ugly.
Okay, so as you walk in, Telly notices you. She turns around and sees you, and she immediately drops the tray of drinks she's holding.
Well, they thought that we were going to be dead, didn't they?
She's just completely in shock to see you.
Whoa, I heard something dropping. What's going on?
They're alive! She rushes over and throws her arms around you.
Excuse me?
I'm just staring daggers at Serwyn.
No one...
Arms crossed.
Alright, Serwyn steps closer to you, and he's like, Are you real?
As real as the daylight that I can now see.
I tell Telly, one moment, dear. I turn around and I just... All niceties just drain from hobbitness. And I go...
From Markus, what a surprise.
Serwyn, buddy! Tell me, what'd you know about a key, bud? Was there any information that you might have shared with us about that key? At all?
I got it from a traveler. Another explorer from the Deadlands.
Yeah,
Who was the traveler?
I didn't get his name, but he assured me that map was real, and that key would open up a great treasure.
So we're going to sell this
I'm
off
amazed.
as people.
You guys are really alive.
I'm pretty amazed too. I'm pretty impressed.
We did almost die.
We definitely
Several
almost
times.
died many times, and you are able to almost sell off that map for 250 gold pieces, and it was this scorned up piece of garbage that led us into a hellhole.
It's just that no one's ever been in the Deadlands for that long.
But this one's been terribly long. Like, I mean, it's only
How
takes
long has it
to get
been?
from one to another.
How long have we been gone?
You've been gone for a year.
What the fuck? Oh, my parents are never gonna find me.
I'm never going to find.
I look over to Telly.
I've lost the whole year. I can't stay here.
What?
I can't. I've lost the whole year. That is. I was already barely on track. I can't stay here. I need to find out where they went as soon as possible.
Oh, speaking of, you guys took a day.
Oh, we did
to
rest a couple times.
So go ahead and make an intelligence check, please.
I can't make another one yet.
Because we're going to do a thing where every day you get another check until you make that.
I've been waiting for that. I was like, man, we haven't rested since.
Success! Okay. So basically what happens is as you're resting, it sort of dawns on you what all of those writings were, all of the calculations. Mm-hmm. It had to do with movements of heavenly objects. Specifically figuring out the speed and distance of an asteroid. Like some sort of meteorite or asteroid or some sort of a heavenly object moving in the sky. And by figuring out that, you can somehow work the math around to figure out where you think this thing is supposed to strike. And you're not sure why your father would have all of these notes about this stuff, but as near as you can tell, that's what this is. It's like trajectories.
Is there any indication that it's like a big fucking asteroid, or is it like...
It doesn't say. It's just distance and speed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's just direction and speed. So it's like, doesn't say anything in there about mass.
And it doesn't have any information about his movements, it's just the asteroid's movements?
Yeah, and its impact location on the world, yeah.
And where is that?
Let me pull up a map and share it to you real quick, and I'll point out to you. You see this town right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I see a bridge.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is a town. Boop. Wittingen.
Okay.
Near as you can tell, the coordinates are somewhere in, like, this region of the mountains.
Wow. It's in this part of the world. I guess that's why he went up that way.
You're not sure why that's there that way, but it is, and that's your clue.
When did it say it was expected to hit?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't say when.
Would it be possible for me to calculate it based on, like, just the other measurements?
Without, like, dates to base it off of when he was writing it, you have no idea.
No.
It could have already happened, or it may not have happened yet.
And he doesn't have dates written down.
Nope.
All right.
Back to the main channel. But
We need to leave this town, head south as soon as possible.
so Serwin is like just ecstatic to see you guys. He's like, I can't believe that you're here. Like, we thought for the first few weeks that something bad had happened, and then after the first
Something
month,
bad did happen. A lot of bad things happened.
we actually mounted
Yeah.
expeditions to try to find you guys.
But that's not important.
They come back?
Yes, but without you. We sent multiple groups all the way up to the Telic House.
Why?
No
Oh.
one ever returned with anything of value.
That's
Why
because I
did,
took it.
why did you send expedition groups for a bunch of strangers?
It was because you guys helped me. Well, not you specifically, pointing to Lovette. But,
I barely know you.
but you know, these other three, they got me out of a real jam. He snaps his fingers and says, "Oh, I almost forgot." And he quickly moves over to behind the bar, opens up a drawer. He's like, "Where did it go? Where did it go?" And he's like shifting through different papers. And then he comes back and he's like, "Here, I never opened it because it wasn't addressed to me." And he holds up a letter that is addressed to Soul.
God damn it! No! Okay.
From your drug dealer.
I'm just gonna look at the others and I'm like sweating profusely and I'm like, I'm gonna read this in the corner.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So, Soul, you go off in the corner.
Hi there.
Okay. Serwin takes you over to the side of the room, rather, you go to the side of the room and read this letter. You pop it open, and it's addressed to you. It just says Soul written on the top in ink. You don't recognize the handwriting.
I don't.
You don't recognize the handwriting. You pop it open, and you unfurl it, and it's a nice piece of parchment, and it is a letter addressed to you. It actually says soul and group, or soul and companions, is what it says at the top.
Okay.
And it says, was very impressed with your actions. Have some work for you if you're interested. Look me up. And then there's a small bit of address written down, along with the city and location. And then there's the name Siva written at the bottom.
Oh, yay. Oh, but we gotta solve Lovette's problem. Oh, shit. Oh.
The address is for the city of Hartenshin. Can you open up the Ville area map?
Yes.
There is a little link I just opened up for you there. That is the city of Hartenshin.
So it's about 2 cities away.
Yeah, it's
2 towns away?
Yeah, it's the capital city of the country, and it's where apparently she's got her offices. She wants you guys to head over her way when you get some time and do some work for them. But again, this was addressed a while ago. So,
yeah.
So you're not sure if the offer still stands or what, but it's good to know that she at least thought highly enough of your group to give you a work offer.
And specifically me.
Yeah, citing out specifically you plus the rest of the group.
Okay.
The letter is perfumed, if that helps.
What does it smell like? What kind of perfume?
Lavender?
Cool. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
By the way, I wanted to have Hummel go over Soul's shoulder to try and read the letter. That's what I was trying to say before.
Okay, in that case, make a stealth check for Hummel and have Soul make a perception check.
Okay.
I just need a stealth check, and I mean, honestly, it could just be a d20, and I'll modify it with what Hummel's stats are.
And mine is perception?
Yeah, and then you just use your perception. So he's got a dexterity of 18, so he's going to get a +4 to his roll. So that's a 19.
Ooh,
okay.
Yep.
So yeah, the bees... Go ahead.
Oh no, if
Fainlow.
Hummel can only read in common, so if it's in...
It is in common. So Hummel can read?
Yep. Yeah, he has a high enough intelligence to read.
Shit, he does. Yeah, he's intelligence 6. Damn.
That's
a smart-ass bee.
Exactly. That bee is almost as smart as my fucking robot.
Alright, so, yeah, in that case, Hummel is able to relay the information contained in that letter to you.
Can you just tell me that later? Or do you want to...
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Well... Yeah, I'll tell you later.
I don't know how long it was going to stay a secret anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to walk over back to the group, and I'm going to look at Lovette, and I'm going to be like, where do we need to go for you?
Southward to the mountains. Down called, what was it called? E11? Something of that not?
To the south. The mountains.
There's a mountain range at the southern end of this country.
Mm-hmm.
I did not pass by it on my way here. I went the other way, but...
So we can go to the mountains, but if we could, this letter is from an old acquaintance of the 3 of us. Her name was Siva. I kind of gesture around to Markus and Vera, and says she can give us work if we wanted in the capital, if we were interested.
So this
what
is
do you guys think?
Business friend?
Well, she did torch Vera.
She did.
That doesn't really answer my question. I've known a couple of different types of business people.
Her name's Siva. She's really cool. Smells like lavender.
That's slightly creepy.
No, it's not.
I mean, I would say like spiced vanilla, but I feel like that's almost trashy.
So,
lavender vanilla? Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
do we have...
She looks more like a cinnamon.
Do we have our own maps that I would be able to know where these things are and point to them, or am I just going off of memory?
You guys can
images
produce a
and
map.
maps.
Okay.
Maybe like in character?
Yeah, I was going to point something out and ask Serwin where if he knows.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, he can produce a map of Ville for you. He's got
Okay,
them.
so I'm just going to ask him what the northernmost city other than Edge is.
Oh, that's not a city. It's Fort Hawke. It's it's a border fort, part of Ville's defensive system. So it has soldiers that patrol the roads, keeps that area clear of incoming invading monster hordes from the north.
If we are going to be traveling southward, we will get as far as this Fort Hawke, and then maybe we'll have to part ways. I do not know if I can waste any time. I've already lost a whole year. It took me a year and a half just to get this far.
Oh.
Now it's 2 years, 2.5 years. We do have all this jewelry to sell, and I don't think that the fort is going to have the funds for that.
Yeah, I'm sure the city would have a place to sell it.
True. The city would have lots of shops to sell things.
Which would get your amount of money that you need, at least. It's just a really quick detour, if you feel like it.
I will try. We'll get as far as Fort Hawke and we will see. I do not know if I can afford to waste any more time, but...
We will walk really fast. I got long legs. I can carry you if you want.
Okay, I would not be opposed to that.
Awesome. Shall we head to the capital, my friends?
Well, I don't...
Just keeps clapping over Lovette.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on.
Should we stay
Vera.
the night here first? I know I am trying to save time, but the evening is not going to hurt.
Well, if that's the case, everyone else okay with resting for the night?
I kind of miss a bit.
Yeah. I definitely want to rest. Kind of...
You just want to hang out with Telly.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Soul
Keep
does
the
not give a
valuables
shit.
down this time.
Say what?
I said, please keep the valuables down this time.
Oh, he can be in another room. I'm sure Serwyn wouldn't mind.
All right. So Serwyn, of course, gives you guys lodging for free, and he says again that he's really sorry that happened to you guys, but he's glad that you're here and alive, and came out of it with finding a treasure. So
Do we each have our own room?
There's enough space on the second floor that you could if you wanted.
Okay.
I'm gonna, before going to bed, I'm gonna, trot over to Serwyn, and I'm just gonna be like, so you're gonna tell stories about us, right?
Oh, of course.
Awesome.
Isn't that your job?
Just in case.
I was going to say, isn't that the bard's job?
That's literally what a bard is.
Soul just kind of leans over and is just like, just call me, Lena in the story, if that's okay?
He gives you a wink.
Alright, thanks, buddy. I hope you have a fun night.
You guys can all get some rest, and as the...
Well, maybe not...
reality of it...
Maybe not...
Not entirely restful for some of us.
Not entirely restful, but...
yeah. So, as the weight of all of the things you've accomplished falls from your shoulders, you suddenly feel a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit better than before. You've reached level 2.
Yay! We did it, guys! What does that mean?
Alright, so...
It means you roll HP and get really sad when your character is barely any stronger than they were.
Basically correct. Okay. So, the next morning, you guys wake up, you feel refreshed and energized and better than you felt in a long time. Markus. Okay.
Yes.
You had a good evening.
Nice.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Lovette slept the minimum amount she needed to just feel rested and immediately got to work on getting all these new parts installed, and she's turned her entire room into a big workshop.
I actually imagine you didn't sleep at all, but you still got rest.
Yeah,
you sort of
much.
You entered like a trance state and just built. Worked and reworked.
If you were to enter her room right now, there would be like legs hanging from a coat hanger and like a fucking spare head and all this macabre mechanical skeleton parts.
But in record time, you managed to put together a new contraption.
Yep. Managed to fix up the bottom half of Archie.
His poor butt.
Alright. Okay, so you guys have a destination in mind? Fort Hawke?
Indeed.
As far as the first place to go.
So, I'm gonna unravel Archie when we get outside, and he's got his new fucking centaur farm.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a big old horse butt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna
Really?
Yeah. His upper body is exactly the same as it used to be, but he has a centaur bottom half now, or mechanical centaur.
That's
And I'm
so
gonna climb
weird.
up and like pet and be like, who wants to hide?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, he carried you before. It was entirely different then.
I don't know. Okay. Soul gets on.
Pure pressure.
Peer pressure, indeed.
Okay, so one other piece of questioning for your characters, Eidolon. You have size and grab. On the list of available evolutions is this one. So that's a 1-point evolution.
Oh.
So just if you wanted to function in
Can I
combat,
swap out grab? Is it too late for me to swap out grab to do that?
Not at all. Go ahead.
All right, let's do that.
So you can
Beardy
keep
is the
working on it.
merciful God.
It's fine. You
'Cause
can,
I'm gonna-
yeah. You can keep working on it in the background, but basically, if you don't want to have to do that, you can still ride the mount or still ride your Eidolon, but it won't be able to function as a combat mount.
Oh, sorry. Then I'll just keep it that way because I figured that
Okay,
it would be weird to ride him in combat.
okay, that works then. Alrighty, so in that case, you guys are up here at the town of Edge, and you're going to head south to Fort Hawke. All right.
We're on our way.
You're on our way, finally. Is there anything you want to purchase in Edge before you leave on your trip? Any last
I want to
minute-
buy some drugs.
I was going to ask. I was
Yeah.
hoping. I was really hoping.
I'm gonna buy some Muse.
Okay.
There's nothing Markus can do about it.
Okay, so, how much did you want to purchase?
Okay, so I have over 1,000.
Yeah, it was, I believe it was,
I would like 2 Muse, please.
I believe it was 5 gold a dose.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so how much would you like?
I'm gonna buy 20 for now.
Okay.
That should hold me over for a while.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that takes you down to 1,000 gold. And I'm going to go ahead and add items. Did I build a thing for it? I did build a thing for it. Okay, 20 doses of Muse.
Yay! I'm gonna take one.
Alright, you got a 19 doses of Muse. So, you are now the happy soul again. Okay, back to the other channel. Alright. Cool. Anything else anyone wants to purchase?
Is there anything to purchase?
I mean, there's this inn.
It seems like the only place that sells anything is giving it to us for free, so I don't really see the point.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I guess there's that general store. What kind of stuff do they have?
General
Do they sell
goods.
doors?
No.
Hey,
They can order doors.
Let's sell one of our trophies at that general store.
alright. I'm going to wherever I can sell the, shit trophies.
Okay, so you go over to the general store and you try to hawk the trophies. However, the guy has no interest in your goods.
Oh.
He says this is a general store, not a pawn shop.
Oh! Oh!
Could have fooled me, and I walk out.
Oh,
So, excuse me, sir. Where are the rumors? No, not sir. This man at the counter.
oh, you're at the general store. Okay.
Yes. Where are the rumors coming from that it's good business to go to it and retrieve artifacts if the only store in town does not buy them?
Well, I don't sell them. I'm just a general store.
Okay, big guy.
Right. Do you buy them?
No.
Why? Maybe you'd make more money if you did. You'd make. I mean, not
shit.
maybe. But who needs any of these things? When your priceless
he
artifacts are only steps away.
He points to like some rope on the wall and he's like, "People need those."
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Given how important the rope was for us, I think that's a fair point. But
He points to a bunch of like tack and saddle gear. People need those.
they're not enough to.
He points to like
really
a bunch
pay out the ass for
he
them.
points to like barrels full of dried rations. People need those.
I'm just saying, if you want to really be making money and not just kind of trying things out.
I lean over to Lovette and I'm like, I don't think he really cares about
Evidently, he
people
doesn't
buying
care about
trophies.
making money in this business. That's fine.
He lives on the edge of nowhere. Do you think he cares?
You're not helping here.
We can sell it at the city.
Yeah, we're going to. It's fine. It's fine. I'll pop up on Archie. Well, it's fine. It's your loss.
But when you go on Archie, you're like, man, I could really use some saddle gear.
Man, this is uncomfortable.
I tried to build a saddle into him, and it wasn't really gnome size.
Soul gets up, does a little, like, Jimmy wiggle to get comfy. Enough. Comfy enough.
Here's my question. Are you, like, clearly high, or just, like, you're really happy? Okay, right?
I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm really happy. No, I'm fine.
Yeah?
I'm actually in the best of moods right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Oh, you know, inspiration hit me.
Okay.
Is that a new drug?
No, I think the inspiration's the name of the bouncer.
I don't think that place had the bounce.
I
yet.
do own that game, but what? Should we go?
Should we go? Here we go.
We should go.
Beardy, do we still have that rope? We have all of our rope, correct?
Yes.
We have all our... How are you guys on provisions for food? Did you restock?
Do we care about that?
Yeah.
I have food.
Yep.
I have good beetles.
Yeah.
And water.
Yeah. I mean, come on. The druid needs nothing else. He can just fuck off into the woods forever and be fine.
I'll just eat berries if we find them. It's good.
Well, if we haven't left Edge yet, I'll take some free food from Sherwin for a few days.
Yeah, he'll feed you.
Yep.
He'll feed you a little bit. He'll give you some food for sure.
Is it mac and cheese?
I mean, it could be.
I mean, mac
It
and
is mac and
cheese.
cheese.
Is that
Beardy.
So is that bacon mac and cheese?
Yeah, with jalapenos in it too.
Nice.
An onion.
Nice.
Beardy,
The smell really comes through.
What would be the Telly's yearly? What would her salary be? Just a number for you.
I mean, that's a tough one to say, but I mean,
Do you want my average for when I worked at a bar?
probably. I mean, a couple hundred gold, probably.
A day?
No, for a year.
Oh, damn.
I tell you what, I'm gonna take out 100 gold from my notes and tell her to. She doesn't have to work the job if she doesn't want to. Just take this, stay safe, and I'll find her.
See how to figure this one. Okay, so you just spend the night with her, and the next day you want to give her a large sum of gold.
That's so
that's so-
dickish.
She spits at your feet and tells you to get out.
Oh,
wow.
Damn!
I was trying to use it
Wow.
as like a dowry, but okay.
She thought they were something special, but you're just like all the rest.
Oh man! Wait a minute. Hold on.
What's this there to hold on to? I think she was pretty straightforward about how she felt.
I'm in such a great mood.
You really are. You need to tell me what your secret is. I've not seen you relax since apparently for a whole year.
Right? Well, you know, it's a little pink thing that I put on my tongue and suddenly everything's better. Yay!
Really?
Mm-hmm. You want to try?
Okay.
Oh, shit. Soul takes out one of their mews and hands it to Lovette. You just put it on your tongue and it'll dissolve.
Oh Jesus!
Here? Outside?
That's why you overdose.
Just put it on your tongue, it'll dissolve. Kind of like really well-cooked meat dissolves in your mouth when you get it.
Oh, I love that.
Except it tastes like sprinkles.
Oh, I love it when
Tastes like
delicious.
sprinkles. Right, now I have to. And I'll
Okay.
put it in my mouth.
All right.
I think I'm gonna have to call it, but I think for me, I have to call it. I
Okay.
have to go take. Ollie's starting to become a little
That's okay.
picklish.
All right, noted.
By the way,
Right.
that was not my intention. My intention was to...
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It was the best. I was actually about to get angry at you if Beardy hadn't. Because I was like, you're kidding me. I was about to
My
call you an
intention
insensitive
was
prick.
to have her stay safe for the next year, to go just to not work, to go do something that she
it's
wants
fine.
to do.
Fine, you just called her a whore. That's fine.
Yeah. You just called her a whore and told her that, and basically said that your job is worthless. Maybe she takes pride in her work. Maybe she enjoys what she does. Wow. Wow.
Way to go. Way to go, Markus.
Apparently, I'm
Showing us your true colors.
Thanks for making me feel like absolute shit. Great. Try to do a nice thing.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe buy her a present next time instead.
Remind me when we get to the city to buy something nice.
Wow, there's a
Aye, aye,
perfectly good
Captain.
general store across the street. That sounds great. Saddlebags. No
What am I
refund.
telling her? She's my what is she my pack mule? Thanks, that will go well.
I got you this big old sack of oats.
Beautiful.
All right.
Also, we did get a shit ton of jewels. Just saying.
Yeah.
Soul,
Yeah.
Soul, remind me when we get to the city to buy her a nice dress.
Of course, Markus. That sounds just dandy to me.
Of course it does.
All right.
So when does this kick in?
So, Lovette,
Right away.
You put this thing in your mouth, and right away you can tell that it is magical in nature because of the way it feels like there's fireworks going off in your mouth. You're also filled with an intense feeling of euphoria and energy.
Oh, wow. All right, let's go.
I know, right?
Oh, wow.
To the city!
You know what? I think we have time. Yeah, we could do both. I feel like we could do everything. Let's go.
Oh my god, I know, right? We're gonna get things done so fast.
So, the group heads out of the Dead Man's Rest and begins to head south toward Fort Hawke along the road.
Drugs are bad, MK.
Okay. I would like everyone to make a perception check on your travel.
Oh. Ugh, I only got a 16.
Okay, so we've got a 16 from Soul, a 15 from Markus, an 11 from Lovette, 20 from Vera, and a 7 from Archie.
Okay.
Oh,
Seven.
Archie.
Should have landed 10.
So, as you guys are traveling across the road, or down the road, you, about 3 hours into the trip, you see some shadows quickly dart across the ground. Like, you're not exactly sure what they are, but it's like the sun's pretty high in the sky, and shadow just like went right across the road in front of you.
Oh.
So, you can look.
Doggos.
Yeah, sorry, those are my doggos.
They exist.
They exist, and they want to make their presence known. So.
There's a bunch of wolves in these woods.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of people walking with their dogs. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, dogs! Oh my god.
We come across a puppy caravan.
Okay, so there are shadows that dart in front of us.
Yes.
Do they just disappear afterwards, or are they still there?
No. Sorry, not like a monster shadow. Like, I don't know
Okay.
if it's clear or not. Just like the shadow of something moves across the road.
Oh.
So it's moving
Oh.
quickly across the ground.
I look up.
Okay, you look up and you see a number of dark silhouettes in the sky up against the sun.
Tits.
Shape.
You see 2, 3, 4, 5 smaller shadows and one freaking huge. So five silhouettes and one freaking huge silhouette, and they look like birds.
Birds.
So 5 large and one freaking huge.
Is there any way we could go faster?
Let's definitely go faster. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but bye. All right, Archie, go.
Oh my god.
Are we going through forest or just like a plain with
No,
a road in it?
plains and a road. There's really nothing to take cover in. The area around you is
We gotta go. This is bat country.
scrub and grass anywhere. So there's the most cover you're going to get is like maybe a shrub every so often. It's just standing there. So there's not really any aerial cover.
Have we come down at this point?
If you want to,
Oh,
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna unfold my crossbow.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to do a knowledge nature to see if I know what
Sure.
these
Sure.
are.
Okay. Please do.
That didn't work very long on you, huh?
What are you talking about? I'm feeling awesome.
Okay, that's good.
All right, Markus.
Gee,
Okay, Vera, you don't recognize what these are right away. Markus, you recognize the large figure that is a bird. there's only one kind of bird large enough to be quite that big. That is a creature known as a rock.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
What's a rock?
A rock. They're a really, really big bird.
So imagine...
No,
like a rock.
Okay, so imagine an eagle
Okay.
that is big enough that it eats elephants.
Y'all, I've dealt
Like it
with
can
these
carry
before.
elephants.
Oh.
They can swoop down and just pick up an elephant and fly off with it. They're the largest birds anywhere. And there's 5 other birds with it, so you're not sure if it's like babies or what, but they're
As
also
long as we don't disturb it,
They're also-
it should be fine.
No,
banking
we need to-
around. So they flew over you, and now they're banking around to come around again.
Y'all, we need to move. These
You're not,
Yeah.
you're not entirely
Dealt with
sure,
them
but it looks like they're also dumping altitude.
Dumping out what?
They're dumping altitude. They're coming down.
Oh.
They're coming straight at us.
Great. Crossbow time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off the. I'm gonna get off Archie.
Archie, yeah, I'm gonna hop down as well, because I can't really. He's not a battle mount.
We can't fight well on him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ready Symphonia's Wind. Don't you dab at me. The magic. Shut up. All right, I'm ready. Do we have the first move or?
Hold on 1 second. Try to find a decent.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't have this in here already, which is kind of strange.
Y'all, we cannot outrun these.
We can't fight it either.
You know, you have to stand your ground and fight them.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You can't outrun them.
We can't fight them.
Actually,
Burn them.
I'm gonna go ahead and dump you guys out on a map here. So we'll just say the road is going roughly like this. So feel free to arrange yourselves there in the middle of the map.
All right. Yeah. More or less what I was thinking. We're like that. Hop on different sides.
All right. Cool. Jesus Christ! It's huge.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh my god!
Okay, so coming down and landing there.
It landed?
Well, they're coming in for a landing. A bunch of, like I said, five smaller creatures and an enormous freaking. Give me another perception check as they're getting closer, so you can see a bit more detail.
I got a 25.
25. Okay, cool. So as they're coming in and dumping altitude, you can see some interesting things. One, the rock is carrying something. It's carrying what looks like a giant wooden crate.
Oh. Okay.
You also notice something else, and that is that the 5 smaller birds with it are not exactly birds.
Oh no.
They're bird-like, for sure, but they're not exactly birds.
Okay.
Does the crate have any holes or anything? Does it look like it has like bars?
What does the crate look like?
No, the crate looks like a big wooden crate.
Okay.
So it doesn't. It's not like a cage or anything. It's just a big wooden crate.
Okay.
So this is not like slavers coming to pick you up.
I didn't think that, but that would also be horrifying.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what you were going for.
I thought maybe someone was being kidnapped. We're having a hero moment.
Oh, I see. Okay, so these things are coming in and lowering their altitude and landing nearby. So were you intending on shooting at them or what?
Well,
To be honest, I didn't really have the nerve to do it.
Because
I thought we were running.
no. We got off Archie to ready our weapons just in case. Since there are creatures that may not be monsters, I'm gonna wait for them to make the first move, I guess. Or talk. Please
Okay.
talk.
So they swoop in and land right nearby.
Okay.
They swoop down and land.
Oh.
Move around, and the rock comes in and drops this huge wooden crate, rather sets down this huge wooden crate, and then perches on top and just sits on top of it and looks at you guys.
I say we back up very slowly.
So it's probably like a 15-foot by 15-foot crate that this thing is standing on, and it's just sort of and it's another probably 20-25 feet tall, and it's just sort of bending its huge body down and looking at you all. Meanwhile,
give a meekish wave.
Meanwhile, all of these other beings are kind of moving around, and one of them raises a wing and waves at you all.
I wave back. Happily wave back.
Wave back, too.
Okay.
I happily wave back. Big smile. Big ear-to-ear smile.
Big ear-to-ear smile. So, here is what you see. You see a number of strange bird-like creatures that seem friendly, you hope. The one of them in the lead calls out and says, Are you merchants?
No, we're travelers. Oh,
Could
I
be.
guess we could be.
Yeah, we could be.
Sort of.
Depends
Yes.
what you're selling.
Yes and no.
Are you looking to buy?
There's a sense motive from Markus.
Do you have money?
No.
Sense motive.
Yes.
They all kind of look at each other and they look back at you and they're like, Do you have anything to barter?
No, wait.
We
Do you
have-
have it? Do you have anything to sell?
We have things to barter. What do you have?
One of them whistles, and the rock stamps one of its feet, and the sides of the crate fall down to reveal a mobile store.
Oh!
I love it.
Vera, now's your time.
Yes. As much as I know, as I recall, rocks like little things, so I very trepidatiously go to see what's for sale.
Okay, so the creatures. Does anyone who here is rather worldly?
I would be technically, but most of us would be.
I mean, I traveled pretty far to get here.
Yeah, Lovette traveled pretty well. And so honestly, I think all of you have traveled a fair bit in your lives.
I've read books about things.
Okay, and that's good too. So one thing that you have learned in that time is that of all the races that live in this part of the world, one of the most widely traveled is actually the harpies of a place called the Saracen Mountains.
Ooh.
They travel a lot, and they tend to be merchants. If anyone has, I'm trying to think of the knowledge skill that this would apply to.
Arcana?
No.
Religion.
Religion?
History?
Yeah, history probably.
Okay.
Knowledge history.
I mean, you're a bard, so yeah, you can roll that.
Oh, I got a 1!
It's been a year. It's okay.
It's been a year. Okay, so you know of them a little bit, and that is that the Saracens.
I've read about them in books.
They like
That's
to trade.
about it.
They like to go around and trade stuff. You can't really place much else about their society. But anyway,
I don't know their language either, so.
so they wave, and they're talking to you in Villish currently.
Okay.
Oh,
But
I can understand that.
They look at each of you, and they'll actually speak to each of you in your home tongues as well. Like they'll speak Gnomish to Lovette, they'll speak Elvish to Sol, and they'll speak Villish to Vera and Markus. So they seem bilingual or trilingual or multilingual, and they're merchants. But anyway,
I don't think I know Villish.
Everyone knows Villish.
Or is that common?
No.
That's common for here. So if you have common, you have
Okay.
Villish.
Oh, okay.
Which I'll actually go
What is
fix that.
We didn't have it.
Villish. Okay, so it's
What would be their native tongue?
Saracen, actually.
I don't know it. I know a lot of things.
So anywho, here is what they look like. So they introduce themselves, and they say they're traders from the mountains, and they are looking for people to buy stuff.
Oh, they look a lot more like people than I was expecting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Getting
I
all
thought they
these
were going to
flippin'
be absolutely
error
horrifying.
messages.
For some reason, I was thinking like PS2 graphics, gross harpies.
I was thinking basically.
I mean, they do have wildly different looks. Like some of them are more animalistic looking than others. So they do seem to have a wide variety of.
Valea is gorgeous. Love the.
I'm
the
looking
colors.
at Sepith?
Sepith, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty.
She's
Are you already thinking of cheating on Siva?
Siva has not asked me for anything past coming to visit her. I am a free will and am not tied down at the moment. Thank you very much. But my options have always been open.
So one thing that is of importance about these harpies is that they only have wings and talons. They don't have their arms are their wings.
And they're all women.
And they're all women. That's true too. So as far as your understanding of their society is they're completely female species.
Cool.
You don't really know how they repopulate.
How that works.
You don't really know how that works. Not with that roll.
But you hope to learn.
I hope to learn.
So anyway, so the like I said, the crate opens up and there's basically a mobile shop inside. There's a lot of different wares, items of different types, magical equipment, all sorts of cool things. And they're like, and they ask, a lot of adventurers travel this road coming back from the Deadlands, and they typically have things to sell. And well, we found that this is a lucrative stop on our trail.
Oh, thank goodness.
So,
sorry, I'm afraid of giant birds.
They look at you and sort of cock their heads to the sides and say, "But why would you ever be afraid of giant birds?"
Oh, I used to not live out in the
anything.
open. So, just large things. Like, I point to Archie. That thing also scares me too, so, I mean, I'm scared easily. But I'm really open to things. Yeah.
Markus is talking to the harpies, but really is not a huge fan of the rock, given his previous experience.
Okay. Valia is probably the one that is going to spend most of the time talking to the party. She goes through a few of the items in the shop itself. Magical weapons, magical armors, various enchanted trinkets, and asking if you have anything of value or interest to trade, or if you just want to get rid of some of the things. They also have some coin, so they can buy some items from you.
I'm interested in magical armor if you happen to have it.
They look you over. For one of your size?
Size matters not.
Oh, keep telling yourself that. We do have jewelry to sell if you would be interested.
Jewelry?
Indeed.
They all perk up.
Yep.
Really?
It's not cheap, but
Can we see it?
well, of course.
They inch closer to you.
Who has it?
I thought we kind of divvied it up.
The jewelry hasn't been
Okay.
divvied. It's still in the party inventory.
Yeah.
So it's whoever's carrying the party inventory.
I guess I'll. Well, yeah. Who is carrying the party inventory? Is someone carrying the party inventory?
I probably would have grabbed some jewelry.
Otherwise,
I
I was
would
gonna have
not.
it with Archie.
I would not have grabbed any jewelry.
Okay, I'll have Archie displaying it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep mine not out.
Archibald shows off the jewelry from the Telic house, of which you guys figured there'd be about 800 gold worth. So it's
800?
about 800 gold worth.
Okay.
So it is this a wide array of silvers and golds inlaid with like small diamonds and emeralds and rubies, and they're real beautiful looking. And the harpies are enamored with them.
So they like shiny things.
They
This entire
really
collection
like shiny things. Yeah.
could be yours. Is
one-
it unique?
One thing you
Sorry.
can notice from their style of dress is they really seem to like decorations. They really seem to like shiny decorations, so they're kind of covered in jewelry, and not all of it matches all that well, but they seem to just like it because it's shiny.
So this entire collection is unique. It belonged to a once past royal family, and the entire collection could be yours for a mere 1,400 gold pieces.
They kind of shoot glances to each other. Let us confer, and they move away and they start chirping at each other.
That's racist.
That's racist.
So
Wow.
much, so much racism
But-
going on here.
But do they make that noise?
No, it
They're
sounds
just like
honestly, it sounds more like birdsong.
No.
Pretty.
What'd you say about Mama?
She was
No.
a wonderful woman.
My mother was a classy lady.
It's not nice to lie, so.
All right. So after conferring and talking to each other, Valia comes back up and says, "We can't possibly go that high. It's a wonderful collection, but it's not quite that much. We would offer you 600 gold.
600. That's not even half of what they are valued at. I will not take less than 1,000 gold pieces. This collection will only belong to one group of individuals. If it's you, if it's not you, it's someone else. You'll have to get it from them.
Okay, give me a diplomacy. Or an appraise, one or the other.
Don't fuck this up. Don't
You
fuck
can give me
this
a
up.
diplomacy or an appraise. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
boom. There you
Cool,
go.
cool. So Bailey goes back, talks to the others for just a moment, and then comes back and says 800, but that is our final offer.
900.
Oh, got rid of it.
Surely you can spare with 50 more gold pieces. 850.
Another diplomacy.
Can I try
Alright.
talking to them? Please?
Yeah.
I lean over and I'm just like, hello there. This is actually from my royal family. It's a bit more of a hidden village, but I believe since I am the heiress of that family, you would perhaps be a little more interested. I apologize. I do have some sentimentality after it, but it would be nice to see such lovely ladies as yourself be able to take on the jewelry as well, because I believe that their beauty on its own would be emphasized by yours. And I'm gonna roll diplomacy.
Okay, that would actually be a bluff. Make a bluff check.
Bluff? Oh, okay. I can do that. That was a 22.
Okay, so they look at you all, and they go back and they confer for a bit. And then they come back and they're like, you seem like an interesting group. 850 then.
Deal.
Okay, so I'm going to remove the jewelry from the Telic house off your sheet and dump another 850 gold into the party loot there that can be divvied at a later time.
Soul's gonna kind of come forward and start, putting certain jewelry near some folks and is like, oh, I think this might look good on you, and stuff like this. Just really excited about it. and then just, offering, ooh, who do you think this would look best on, and stuff like that.
I have to call it. All children are awake now.
Okay, dude.
Okie dokie.
Until next time. So I will also stop it here, but in the one last, of course, in cliffhanger fashion, you see a traveler moving along the road, approaching your location.
So thank you, everyone, for getting up early, especially Grem, who is getting up obscenely early.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, bae.
Don't worry, Lovette. Cavalry's here.
Oh my god, Kyle, shut the fuck up. I fucking hate that phrase so much.
I feel like there's a backstory there.
It's just Overwatch, and Keni hates Tracer.
I really do hate Tracer, but the thing is, Kyle uses that phrase all the time! And I can never escape it, and I'm so annoyed. Alright. We're all too tired to care. Alright.
This is our early game.
Yeah, if you can tell from my voice.
I've been awake since 6 o'clock. I went running already.
I've been awake since earlier than 6. It's only fucking 6:30 here.
Jesus, buddy, I
was
so
the one who
sorry.
said I don't have an early start. You said, how early can we go? And I was the one who said, well, I can go as early as possible. And you're like, 8 a.m. And I was like, well, I fucking said it.
I was so nervous when you said that. I was like, he's digging himself a hole.
That's
He's
fine.
doing it.
Oh,
Lordy.
Alright, so last time, you guys were on the road, traveling from the city of Edge to the small fort that meets the official northern border of the country of Vil. I'm going to pull up that map for y'all.
Yay. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys are there at that X along the road. You encountered a caravan and are currently having a conversation with a group of harpies about buying stuff.
The caravan.
And if I remember correctly, they agreed to buy our jewelry for 850?
Yeah, I believe that was the case. You guys were able to talk them up
price. So you currently, if you look in your party inventory, you have 850 gold pieces to split among everyone. You also have a bunch of scrolls in the party inventory, and a potion. A bunch of scrolls and a potion, and 850 gold. Anyway, so as you guys are talking with the harpies about various prices and goods, because they still have a lot of stuff that they're selling all of you. Two people walk up on the road here and sort of move in to see what's going on. Two travelers.
Do the harpies have anything for sale?
Yeah, they do. They have a large collection of adventuring gear, things like armor and weapons. They also have potions, scrolls, and minor magic items. So they have a fairly decent stock of things.
If they have the dancing scarves, I wouldn't mind grabbing that. I just remember that was a thing I saw when I was like working on my character. I was like, ooh, if I had all the money for that, I'd just spend it all on that. But you gotta buy drugs, so.
A set of colorful scarves made of heavy silk and reinforced with leather straps. Huh. As you move, it flutters and flows, obscuring your shape.
It's really fucking cool sounding.
You gain no armor bonus while standing still, but if you're moving at least 10 feet a turn, you gain a +2 AC bonus.
Isn't that cool?
That sounds ridiculous.
It sounds like a soul thing to me.
And if you want to wear that instead of armor, doesn't seem like the best idea.
Well, it doesn't say I have to not wear armor with it.
Yeah, so they do not have the scarf armor that you're interested in. I'm sorry.
Oh, that sucks.
That's okay.
They only have more generic items. They don't have a lot of specialty goods.
What kind of magical bubbles does it have?
They have things like rings of protection, amulets of natural armor, cloaks of protection.
Do they have any spears?
Yes, they do.
Could I have some spears?
Did you want normal spears, masterwork spears, or magical spears?
2 normal spears.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with a bunch of spears?
I know what I need.
Okay.
Bring me spears. No.
Is that because the last time you attacked someone, you got burned?
Not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, the spears.
To be fair, they also got stabbed.
That doesn't seem fair at all.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I really like her.
We didn't know what we thought about her at that time.
True. You're true. Okay. But next time, maybe not.
To be fair, I'm not really... I don't really want to get burned again, so...
Yeah. I don't either.
Okay.
All
So I've added 2 spears to your inventory and deducted 4 gold.
Nice.
Do they have any anything I could use as components? Any pieces of metal that are easily modified, and possibly anything with lenses?
They don't really carry any scrap materials.
Sure.
They pretty much only carry finished goods.
Well,
So you could maybe buy some finished goods and then render it down into scrap.
right. That's what I was wondering. If there's anything reasonably repurposable, but if it's like swords and stuff exclusively, that's probably. I don't have materials to melt things down, but if it was like something that's smaller, that could come apart easier.
Do they happen to have any books or magical or historical or up?
No, they don't have any books. Aside from their own ledger that they have with them, they don't carry any
Rats.
books. They're meticulous record keepers when it comes to their money, but that's about it.
This should be.
They're not great lovers of fiction and non-fiction writing.
Do they have another volume of the pterodactyl?
I was gonna say, do they want? You know, I have something here that might be right up your alley.
So I know there are those two people on the road.
Yeah, I was just kind of giving you guys a second to shop before I had them pop in.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fine.
since Soul hasn't, like, gotten what they want, because they're spoiled fucking brat, I guess, while the others are, like, talking to the harpy beautiful ladies, Soul's probably gonna be staring at the rock.
Okay. It's staring back at you, if that helps.
Soul kind of, like, smiles at it and waves at it, and just kind of, like, keeps looking at it, like, really happily, like, it's not gonna hurt me, it's like a big doggy. Yay!
It sort of leans down and gets to where its beak is about 3 feet from the top of your head.
Uh-huh.
It just kind of looks down at you. And it's, yeah.
Can I reach up and pet its beak?
Yeah, you can reach up and pet its beak, and it's like its head is like the size of a car. So.
Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna speak.
Initiative.
Roll initiative. Reflex save.
Okay.
He's like, I'm done with this campaign. You guys play the
What happens in the morning? You don't make the best choices.
Yeah. Suicide by Giant Eagle.
So
Beardy, magic cloaks. What options are there?
They have Cloaks of Protection, Cloaks of Elven kind. Pretty much, they have a lot of minor basic magic items here. So let me just pull up a list.
Because I may go with a protection cloak, or if there's one that helps boost magic.
They have a Cloak of Elven kind for sale. Wearing it would grant a +5 bonus to stealth checks. That one they want 2,500 gold. The Cloak of Resistance gives you a +1 bonus to all of your saving throws. That one costs 1,000 gold. And they have a thing called the Cloak of Fangs, which allows you, the wearer of the cloak, to grow their teeth.
What?
Rapidly grow their teeth. And these oversized teeth last for 1 round, allowing the user to make a bite attack.
What? Oh, that sounds so cool!
A bit silly.
Does it
actually.
hurt?
I
Yeah, a little bit.
Unless you're like really into cosplay.
Hurt. Yeah, I imagine it hurts a lot.
Teeth just grow rapidly. It's like you have to like shave them off like fingernails.
But it only lasts like a little bit, so I imagine they just kind of pop off, and then your normal teeth are there again.
What if they're not even? What if they're not even sharp teeth?
Oh no, they're just like regular teeth, just longer.
Yeah, they're just like,
Oh,
it's just like
gross!
they're like Thompson's teeth.
You look like Lord Underbite.
A horse.
4 random teeth on your face just get longer.
There's all
I already
molars.
have
different
it like
teeth every single time.
overbite. I'm good.
Just get like 4 huge molars. It's like, alright.
So essentially you look British.
Also, people in this land probably don't get their wisdom teeth removed.
Oh my god, our teeth are fucking jank. Oh no, I never had braces. Oh no.
Don't worry, there's such a thing as magical dentistry, I'm sure.
Oh, you're right. Soul's probably fine, actually.
Gross clockwork braces.
Elves always have perfect teeth.
Or you just look like British for 1 round.
Elves always have perfect teeth. It's one of the racial bonuses.
God, they're gorgeous.
I'm gonna be fucking Pocahontas by the end of this movie. Woo!
You're just gonna have ethereal hair that's continually blowing.
Well, at least one side of my head. The other half shaved, so. Or technically really short. Really short.
Just gonna put some hair tonic in your
I don't know if
turning into cousin it.
I don't think Soul would want more hair.
No.
No. I think Soul would rather have less hair than more hair.
You don't want to Shantae it up over here.
I mean, if magic worked like Shantae's hair, then sure. But screw you, gonna buy any of these cloaks?
No, I do not. I have just over 1,000, so I'm I probably do not have the cash to buy any of those clothes.
Yeah, you could afford one of the Cloaks of Resistance if you wanted it.
How much was that?
It was 1,000.
It's still way too rich for my blood.
Okay. Yeah. So,
yes, I could sense this money to a lot more money. I am gonna give them the book though. I'll be like,
Really?
consider this a little token of good faith, in case we ever meet again.
There we go. So she takes the book and takes a look at it, and is like, "What is the purpose of this?" And she flips a few more pages.
Comedy.
Like, oh.
She starts to blush.
This comedy purposes, I assure you.
Flips a few more pages. Oh no!
Oh no!
Roll for
Soul pretends to not be associated with everyone.
Do they turn the pages with their hand?
Soul starts walking with the unidentified people.
They're fairly dexterous with their wings. So yeah,
you just lick one and it attaches to the paper. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's useful for kindling.
Don't consider them to be disabled just because they don't have hands like you.
Well, I didn't. I just was wondering if they were doing it with their wings or if they were doing it with their feet.
They can do either if they wanted.
Well, yeah, I was just wondering which one they're doing.
In this case, since they're landed, we'll say wings. Or so that's fine. Yeah, she looks through that book and she's like, "This is certainly an interesting tome. Did you want anything for it?"
Consider that token of good faith.
Huh. Interesting. We don't normally get things for free.
Aww.
Well, thank you, I suppose. For this.
Of course.
She holds it up and sort of looks at it and closes the book and kind of looks at the front and the back. She's like, "That's a thing." So she walks it over to the crate, sets it inside, and then adds a line into the ledger.
They're just gonna sell it.
Yeah, I've got that off of my hand. That's fine. It's worth it.
Oh my god, love.
Wow.
So over for
that was internal. That was not. I didn't say that to anyone.
To the east, you suddenly hear a rich strumming sound. What sounds like a well-tuned instrument, specifically a lute, coming to the east. And you see two people on the road. One of them has a lute slung across his chest, and he's sort of strumming it as he walks down the road with his companion there. And he raises an arm and says, "Ho there, travelers."
Hi there! Good instrument you got there. You play?
Yeah, give me a perception check, actually.
Okay. I got really excited. I was like, yay, instruments!
I mean, it's anyone, but Soul specifically.
That was a 22 in total.
Excellent. So, Soul, you get close enough that you take a look at these two travelers, and it's apparent by both their clothing as well as the gear that they're wearing that they're adventuring types, such as you guys. It's also apparent that the quality of gear they're wearing is really, really nice. The lute specifically that this guy has slung across his chest is inlaid with what appears to be precious metals, and it is very easily at least a masterwork lute. Just judging by the way it looks, it's also probably magical, but it's hard to tell just by looking at something. So he strums this lute, and he introduces himself and his companion. And he says that he introduces himself and his companion as Biff and Cull, traveling adventurers. So there's their pictures.
Kevin Sorbo?
Oh. Those are men. Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. They're just okay, I guess. They're human males.
They're dudes.
They're dudes.
They're dudes. They're traveling dudes.
That's what they go by.
I just
Just
I
like
don't
to say
know.
he was the best. Aside from the other, I don't know what that guy's name is. He was the best part of that entire show.
Heaven Sorbo, traveling dude.
So
I would've been
since
more
Soul
happy.
has gotten like a look at them, they're a little bit like Soul's a little like, oh, I thought artist would be better.
Alright.
Like that's internal dialogue, but they definitely look a little put out for a second.
So, these travelers are going to stop and make a little bit of conversation.
Right.
They're also the harpies also seem interested and move over this way and like more business.
Yeah, great for them.
Also, out of the corner of my eye, I'm starting to kind of just nervously watch that big cart that the herpes have. I'm just waiting for it to turn back into a crate, like ready to fucking get down.
That's how we feel about Archie sometimes.
Yep.
Oh, didn't you spawn Archie like right before we were? Oh, there he is. Never mind. I see him. He blended in with the background a little. Okay. So, Soul is staring at the beautiful loot that exists right there because it's pretty and it's a masterclass, and like Soul's just kind of like, I want it.
She gonna steal it.
Honestly, when you were first describing them, my brain was like, let's kill them and then steal their shit. But Soul would never do that. I think. I don't know. I think it depends on the day.
Does Soul support murder in front of witnesses?
Probably not. Probably without witnesses, though.
All right. So it seems that Biff, as he introduces himself, does most of the talking. Cull mostly just stands there and sort of looks tough. You also notice Cull does not carry any weapons of any kind. And Biff has just like a rapier on his one hip. But he mostly just has this loot in his hands. So he's talking to the harpies about making some sort of purchase, but it's not clear what he's talking about. He seems to at least know the like. Maybe he doesn't know these harpies in particular, but he seems to know enough about what they do that he's sort of just almost talking in shorthand with them. And they continue to move closer. One of them grabs the ledger, and they're going through it. They seem to be making some sort of business arrangement.
I'm gonna lean over to Vera and be like, what do you think of these losers? I mean, guys.
They don't really look like anything that special.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, Soul, for some reason, feels like really catty right now.
Yeah, catty's a
Maybe.
word for it.
Maybe they needed to get more sleep.
Are you gonna like Mean Girls these dudes?
The first
Maybe.
other bard you meet, and it's like immediate hatred.
Well, if he was
Because
a
he's so
woman,
good.
maybe
Like
I'd
two
be
cats
better.
looking at each other.
How often do two bards actually like each other?
I don't know.
I mean, I assume they have to at least group up together
Well-
enough to form bands, right? But
Yeah, there was a
They
small
don't like each
camaraderie
other,
for
they
a
tolerate
second.
it. From my understanding, bards don't like each other. They tolerate each other. Like,
Meow.
That's why back then they had Battle of the Bards, but it was a much more literal battle.
So, Soul is jealous that they have a cool loot, but Soul's also like, well, my weapon's really cool. I made it myself. So Soul's really conflicted about, like, seeing someone having a cool object, and is just like, what if they're better than me? I hate them.
all right,
That's relatable for some people, right?
yeah.
So Soul's just kind of like, not even like pouting, just has this like weird like crossed arms like head wiggle like talk happening right now with Vera.
Okay.
With Vera.
So he's as he's talking. Well, he seems to they're talking, and one of them asks to hear a song from his lute. So he's gonna go ahead and make a perform check here.
Oh God! Please don't be better than me.
Okay, so he got a 38 on his perform strings.
What?
Oh dear. Oh dear. I think okay. I don't know how. Personally, as dealing with your character for the past couple months, I would feel like your character would be so insulted that they were so good that she would have to retaliate.
They didn't ask me to play a song.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
No, they did not.
You were correct. They did not ask you to play a song.
But then again, they may know these.
I don't
have a really big bird in the crate.
Markus is just sitting there going,
So we don't really have to be here. We have places to go.
Yeah, we do.
So
we don't have to deal with people.
So the song that comes out of this lute is amazing, I guess. In any normal, appreciable way, it's damned near perfect. It's a song you've never heard before, but yet creates nostalgia just from hearing it.
I hate everything about this. I don't have nostalgia. I have hatred. Nostalgia doesn't exist in Soul's body.
I have the opposite of nostalgia. Cancer or something.
Yeah, he appears to be a master level bard. But just so you guys know, like you're not the highest level characters in the world. Like you're not.
Soul doesn't care.
Like there are other characters that are higher level and will have better skills than you guys.
that's okay.
Or
Yeah, it's fine if they're not a bard.
Because one of them happens to be a bard. It is the end times.
I think Soul and Vera are continuing
So
the way. Is that correct?
I'm gonna kind of like gesture to the rest of our group and be like, "You guys cool with going?" Nothing really.
Because that crate comes back.
Yeah, nothing really interesting left for us to listen to.
I had some things that I could purchase, but I feel like getting cheaper elsewhere.
Oh.
I'm saying that rather hush-hush. I'm not gonna fucking, just say that.
I was gonna say, I was like, okay, well, suit yourself.
I did forget to mention one thing about his lute. It has a symbol on it, one of the inlays. It is the holy symbol of Symphonia on his lute.
Oh, shit.
I've heard tales about that.
Kyle.
So,
I was gonna say it if you didn't.
so he's he appears to also have the same, basically the same religion as you as well. So he worships the god of music.
Ouch.
So Soul's
Apparently
like,
that god has blessed that bard a little bit more than you.
fine. I made my own instrument.
That's right.
I'm one of the few people who can say that. Like, I took the time
That's right. You did
to
fine
do
with
that.
And it's very pretty.
Thank you.
Blessed weapon. It was very good.
Yep.
Really, it's just Soul's conscience.
So, there's now some sort of haggling going back and forth. Some numbers are being thrown around, and you're not exactly sure what they're buying. But some numbers are being thrown around until finally an amount is agreed upon, and it's like 800 gold. And then
We got more than that.
and then the next thing you know, two of the harpies move forward and grab the bard by each of his arms with their talons and literally fly him away.
What?
Whoa. What?
Two other ones fly over and grab Cull by his arms and fly him away, and the last one on the ground is
Grabs the rock.
moves over, closes the crate up, and whistles, and the rock and the rest of them just fly away.
As soon as that crate gets closed up, I'm
They didn't even fucking say goodbye. I see how it is.
They just abducted that dude.
Yeah, they just abducted the both of them, and they all flew off.
I'm gonna say out loud.
I think it's good that we can talk to.
I think they just Ubered out of here.
Yeah.
I think they just gave those guys a lift.
Is he Uber Bird?
What is it?
It's an Uber bird. You never heard of the Uber bird?
Oh my god, guys.
I just didn't know they were around here.
I'm just glad they're gone. It's fine. I'm really kind of wished for a second that maybe he'd sell his lute, but that would be crazy. What kind of smart musician would sell his instrument?
You know, for drugs.
I would never sell my weapon instrument for drugs. I would sell other things like people for drugs.
Oh, bullshit! Right. Oh, sorry.
Also to note, Lovette is still high, correct?
I don't know. Are you still high?
Whoa!
Are you still feeling euphoric?
Oh no. Is there like a die roll that I could determine this with?
I think it's entirely up to you.
Okay, because I really have no idea. I don't know.
Soul probably has to pop another one. Yeah, Soul's gonna pop another one. Especially after what just happened. I started getting grumpy.
You start shoveling them in.
No, that would be bad. Just one. You only need one.
I had to drag you. It's like foam.
I'm having such a good time!
Yeah, I think Lovette's probably come down at this point. Or at least she's fucking too nervous about the crate to really be all that euphoric.
So now I have 7.
To be fair, Lovette is smaller than Soul and has never used it before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jesus.
So maybe
your
more
poor little
intense.
body.
Yep. OD. Immediately.
Instantly.
Everyone ODs and fucking drugs. Campaign over. Go home.
Drugs are bad. Campaign over. So, with almost nary a word from the Harpies, you guys are left now alone at the side of the road. You see them all fly off, mostly to the east, and disappear on the horizon.
They didn't even say anything. And Lovette gave them a free book.
Yeah, they didn't even say thank you. What a bunch of jerks. Really cute jerks.
Man, that guy was really weird.
Yeah, and ugly too, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know humans that well.
I mean, we have one in our group.
Yeah, but she was wearing the hood and I can't really see her face.
Yeah. Why do you wear that hood?
Do you know what the sun will do to my hair?
Oh. Well, I know you're a brunette, but... Are you afraid of being blonde?
No.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Fear of becoming blonde. That's an interesting character flaw.
Right? Well, gone. Let's just continue on to the next town. I don't want to talk about that jerk ever again. Notably, what an asshole. Am I right?
I don't know. His music was pretty good.
He was just kind of a guy. Yeah, his song was really good. I couldn't believe
pretty
it.
good, though.
I didn't think that one guy could make music that good. I think that you need like 3 or 4 people.
No, right? Golly.
I mean, no, I liked the other one you did before better, though, of course.
Soul just doesn't look at anyone and is just kind of pouting. Finally pouting now.
Soul, you should have got their number of where they learned.
I don't want to know about them. They're just a bunch of jerks. Probably. They didn't even look our way or anything, even though I was like, took out my instrument and I got... I said hello to them
Soul,
first.
You're pretty too. Don't worry, you're pretty too.
It doesn't have to do with looks. But I know I'm pretty, so... Whatever.
Well, I mean...
Kind of does. But anyway.
Kind of. What? Anyways, can we just leave this area, please?
Yeah, you guys can continue south. It's fine.
So let's move along from this sad place.
So you guys get back on the road and travel south you arrive a few hours later at a border fort. It's a modest-sized fort, has a garrison of a few hundred people, but none of them appear particularly alerted. This seems to be a pretty lazy day. There's not a lot going on, and the soldiery is just kind of, some of them are training, most of them are just sort of standing around, watching the horizon to the north and east. As you arrive, they wave.
Oh, I wave back!
And they're well used to the flow of adventurers in and out of this area because of the Deadlands to the north. So they don't even really stop you guys unless you want to stop here for some reason.
Anyone want to talk to the guards, or should we keep going?
I think we should talk to the guards, see if there's any news or anything of note.
I don't really think that that's their job.
Well, there's probably bulletins and things that they tell the passers-by.
Yeah, they'll have a few things to mention. They say that for the most part, it's been very quiet recently. There's an iron shortage. That's something.
Oh.
Ooh. Iron shortage, you say?
Shortage.
Well, iron prices, rather, have gone up.
Yeah. So if we find iron, cha-ching!
So that's something that sort of bothers the soldiery. Prices of iron. So they mentioned that it's been really quiet on the border on this side of the country. There's been no roving bands of monsters. No.
Oh, that's awesome.
No invading armies. It's been really quiet. It's nice.
Do the guards have names?
These guards? Do they have names?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they do.
Well, guard 1A and guard
what's your
2O.
What's your name?
It's a guard. It's guard A and a guard B.
It's a very good naming system.
Yeah.
Just imagine Soul like, hey, so do you guys have names? And they're like, yup.
Yeah, we have names. Given to us by our parents when we were born. Doesn't everyone?
My name was chosen for me.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Not by my parents, though. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm really sorry about the iron. If we happen to find any, we'll be sure to come back, okay?
They chuckle and say, of course.
I'm gonna ask them
Any
if
other
they've heard anything about if there's been any news of any dangerous activity in the mountains to the south, or any big impacts or anything like that happening recently.
They sort of look at each other and shrug, and they say, "No, haven't really seen or heard anything." But that's pretty far to the south.
Yes, it is.
Most of our traffic comes from Hartenshin anyway, so we don't really hear too much news from Wittingen.
Well, since Hartenshin is such a big place, I'm sure we're going to find more information about it there, love.
The soldiers nod in agreement. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is where we were considering parting ways.
Oh.
I think I do not know that I could head there on my own. I think that might be too dangerous. I will continue around. I'll continue around with you.
Soul looks happy.
I would appreciate it if you allowed me to join as well.
I thought you were coming with us anyways.
Yes,
Well,
we're going to...
I mean, you guys were already a thing when I showed up, so I thought
We're not
you
a
were-
thing.
Oh, okay.
It's true, we're nothing.
No.
I didn't mean a thing. I didn't. Okay, yeah.
Markus, I guess since I didn't really think about people leaving, want to come with us to the big town?
Well, sure. Sounds like a hoot.
Especially since you don't know your way around because you're from another world. With quotation mark fingers.
Well, no, you have to put it that way.
Hey, I just don't understand transdimensional travel. You know, I'm sure this place is super scary for you.
Laugh it up, Chuckles.
Oh, I will. But, since we're all here, let's head to the big town and maybe see Siva again. That would be cool. Hopefully she didn't leave me. Hopefully she still remembers me.
Alright, so it's a few days' travel from here to Hartenshin, but it's not too difficult. It's a well-traveled and well-patrolled road. About a day's into your journey, there is something of note that happens. One moment, I need to pull someone into another room.
Oh.
Oh dear.
So, I don't know, do we need to pull, yeah.
You want me to take off my headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for just a second.
Right.
Alright, so, Vera has a very interesting dream as you guys are traveling. You hear, the dream starts with darkness, and then you hear the buzzing of bees. Lots and lots of them. Starts with it's just a few, and it grows into a chorus. The buzzing grows into such depth and complexity of sound that a voice is created through all the buzzing. It's both powerful and at the same time faint. It says, "Find the temple, right the wrong." And that's pretty much it. That's all you get from this. You see a flash of an overgrown stone building, overgrown with vegetation.
All right.
And that's about all you can make out. There's a little bit more, but it's garbled. And the next thing you know, you wake up in the morning. Some higher entity has touched your mind.
Did it by any chance sound like Mellifera at all, or?
Yeah. You think you may have just received a divine mission.
Alright.
Alright, so the next few days pass with relative ease, and you end up making your way over to the city of Hartenshin.
Also, on the way, I'd like to keep an eye out for any places that a settlement, like maybe in a forest or near a mountain,
Okay.
could be a good idea.
Excellent.
Do you want me to make a perception check at all, or?
Yeah, that'd be fine. And knowledge geography if you have it as well.
Okay. I have it checked, but I don't have any ranks. Is that all right?
Yeah, no, then it's not trained.
I think perception's better anyway.
Okay. So you don't see anything that matches that those descriptions. I mean, there are some small mountains that are just east of the road there.
No, actually, I'm looking for places that if I was able to, I would send worshippers potentially to make a camp.
I see.
Do you say this out loud, or are you just looking?
No, I'm talking to Beardy.
Okay. I got very confused. I was like, why the... What?
Do I see any places that would be...
Not along this road, no.
Okay. All right.
You got some issues, lady.
Yeah. That's true.
So, you guys see an enormous city on the horizon. As you get closer, like there's more and more developed farmland and other infrastructure. More patrols and merchants on the road, things like that. From all the surrounding farms. Because there's lots of other farming villages dotting this region. It's not just these bigger cities. As you get there, we're going to go ahead and pull up a map of the city. Alright, and you guys are arriving via the Ostgate. So, that initial gate district there is full of new arrivals, traders, has a lot of inns welcoming travelers, things like that. It is an external gate district to the city. The city itself is walled, and as you can see, it is pretty enormous.
Like something else I know. Wank.
There is a large palace / castle on the western side of town. And then there's a large tower in the center of town. Large stone tower.
I'm guessing there's probably guards at the gate?
There are guards at the gate, yes. Yeah, this
What are
town...
their names?
Kyle.
I am so mentally back to civilization.
Do I have to just get, like, hold on, let me just get a random German name.
Hans and Karl.
At what point does it turn from curious to nosy?
Their names are Karl and Gunther.
Oh, I like
Well, I
that.
got one of them right.
Alright, so Carl and Gunter are gate guards, and they say hello. Welcome to Heart and Shit.
Hey there! Would you perchance know a good spot to meet with Siva if you've heard of her? What? Why do you look at me like that?
She's like a crime lord, isn't
Is she?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Excuse me, how's Hitler doing these days?
Kyle!
So
That was a 21.
they kind of smile and say that, well, we don't really know who that is. There's, I'm sure there's quite a few people in the town with that name. We're not really friends with everyone in the city.
You guys aren't friends with everyone? I find that hard to believe. You guys are so charming.
I think we should push her along. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sorry,
Who's her?
the cards have sadly no idea how to help in your situation. So if you have things like a crime to report, or, something of that nature. But they said you might want to check at maybe some taverns. Possibly someone might know them there. Some social space. There's also a bazaar in the center of town. So let me go ahead and I'll link that for you there. He says, yeah, there's a market in the center of town that's well-traveled. And then, of course, there's the Tower of Commerce there. So if you need to meet with any city officials, they're typically there. Do you know at least what district she lives in?
Do I? I can't remember. I don't think I do. No. She just told me to, if I was in town, look her up. Hopefully don't wait a year. Good stuff like that. Anyways, I hope you two have a really wonderful day. I'm sorry.
They smile and nod and let you pass.
Oof.
And I'll whisper to Sol. We might want to keep Siva on the down low.
I guess I didn't think about it being like a bad thing. I don't know. She was just so nice to us.
Who are you? What are you talking about?
She's this nice lady we met before who killed someone that was trying to kill us. Vera got burned by her. It was funny.
She's also the leader of the syndicate.
A syndicate?
Which is
a crime organization?
Yes.
That sounds... are you guys...
They can't be that bad since she took leadership. It was the guy before that was a jerk.
Wait, are you guys all criminals?
Well, I'm not.
I mean, if you are, I am too, of course. I'm not saying... I'm not gonna, rat you out or anything,
Well, that's very sweet of you, but I don't think we're criminals.
I don't answer.
You don't answer?
Criminals never do.
No, I'm kidding.
See, the thing is, I know I'm not.
Yeah, but you really don't know if you're not, Markus. Remember, the ghost lady said you got a lot of soul searching to do, so... Just saying, you don't really know, technically, probably not.
I don't know what that girl was talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact that we talk to ghosts is pretty weird, too, so... as one does.
Beardy, is there any, churches?
Yeah, there's temples in the town.
Make a religion check.
I glare heavily.
So
you want to go to a temple?
Well, the ghost lady said I should do some soul searching. We're best to do some soul searching than a church.
Right here, right here.
I am right here.
Beardy, can I get a pun damage for that?
no, I'm afraid not. All right, so
The gods are cursing me today.
So the district in front of you is sort of a typical common district. It's mostly tradesmen of various types living in this area. There is the richer districts are on the west side of town. That palace over there in the west. There's a park sort of near the middle of town. There's a slum on the south side of town, and some various industrial stuff. Like workshops and the like on the north side of town.
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
So is there anything, any particular part of town you think that your friend might be in?
Well...
Are any of the
Or do you just want to
parts
kind
of
of
the
like...
town...
Because there's tons of people in the street. You just kind of want to walk around and ask random people if they know who Siva is.
No, I I guess
So I have a
not.
quick question.
It's up to you. You can do whatever you like.
Have there been any recent fires anywhere?
I wish. Does the letter I have any sort of symbol on it that I could show people and see if they know it? In case it's like a secret code.
It doesn't appear to. Shit. Okay. So, where would you guys like to go in town? What would you like to do? There's lots of people and lots of places.
Well, Vera was going to look for beggars and stuff, but since I don't have a place to send people, can't do that right now.
Why don't you just make a place in town? Or is that not how it works?
Well, I plan to give them money to set it up. That way, they're away from all the other people. I don't have to worry about people necessarily stealing from them. Or them using the money incorrectly.
Oh, okay. Why are you looking for people?
I'm looking to find more people for my god, or worshippers.
Well, we'll keep our eyes out, and we'll just make little check marks for where you see them at. And then when we find a camp for you, you can just go back and grab them.
Your voice okay?
That's the uncomfortable voice.
I'm sure there's no shortage.
Alright. Well, since you're good, anyone else want to go a specific place?
Beardy, did you say the large area with the extra wall? That's a.
Your mic cut out, but I'm assuming you said, is that a castle?
Yes. Sorry, I need
it's-
to
yeah,
remember
it's
to
a-
hold the.
It's a palace. It's a palace castle. So it is a castle, but it's not exactly built for defense. It's more of a palace than a castle. And I'll go ahead and
Personally, I'd
mark it
like to
here.
go look at the castle if we're allowed
There you
to.
go. That is the Imperial Palace. Yeah, you can head over that way if you want. That's fine. Let me.
We're heading to the steps of the palace.
I mean, that's where
Yes, I am.
that's where Markus wants to go. Yeah.
Well, I'll just kind of tag along, look around.
I'm heading in that direction. I was going to go to the Tower of Commerce, see what that's all about.
Okay. So you guys travel down this down this main drag, and you end up getting to the first large open area, which it's filled with tents right now. It's a lot of merchants and traders. It's one of 3 large bazaars that fill the center of town.
Interesting.
You also have come up to the temple district, which is this purple area in front of you.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a row of various temples and shrines to a number of different gods. None of them are particularly large, though. Like, these are all fairly small temples, and there's not that many of them. They pretty much just...
How big is Symphonia's?
It's actually just a shrine.
Is there
Oh.
any to Shamish?
So, yeah, there's one to Shamish.
Oh.
And I would
There's-
assume to Eden.
The largest temple actually is a temple to Eden.
Gross.
Shamish has a smaller temple, and then Symphonia's is actually just a shrine. But Symphonia's shrine is actually an amphitheater,
Oh,
so it's
That's
a
so
pla-
cool!
It's a place to perform.
I like that. I'm okay
Gotta
with it
rock
now.
out. Quick stop in for a prayer at Eden.
All right, so you guys move over to the temple district.
Since he's in there, I'm gonna just stand up by the shrine and just kind of play a little ditty.
Okay.
Is there any roll I can make to try and remember something?
Wisdom, or I mean,
Is it-
intelligence or wisdom. I mean, I've personally always used wisdom tied to memory, but if
Okay.
you'd prefer to use intelligence, you can make a case for it.
I'd like to try to remember if there was any livery at all, like any logos or anything on the 3 people from the syndicate.
Oh, I see. Like if they had any kind of particular
Any emblems or
yeah,
something.
symbology or emblems on them. You think about it, and the best you can put is that they were in sort of plain clothes. They didn't have any kind of symbology.
Okay, it makes sense.
Okay, so the one last thing, Sol, you're over here at the Shrine of Symphonia, and there's someone else there as well.
Oh. Who?
Uh-oh.
Bum, bum.
Who is it?
It's on the map.
Oh, fuck. Fucking Biff.
Oh, it's not even the cool one.
It's not even a cool person.
Biff!
You're not here. You're in your temple.
Yeah. Though I get a feeling of like, of actually kind of not happiness, but like satisfaction, just a little.
You're like the most asshole cleric. It's like yes.
There's like, I can't explain it. I just have a feeling of like, well, that's nice.
Yeah. So nice.
Beardy. Speaking
Yes.
speaking of which, if since I'm in my deity's temple, can I do prayers to possibly glean what they meant by soul?
Yeah, you can ask the other clergy. You can pray, do things like that. Whether you get an answer though, that's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, you can pray all you want, and you often don't hear anything, but it can't hurt.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Doesn't hurt to try. What is there a roll?
No, there's no roll.
Oh well.
He's like, I can win with rolls, right? And Beardy's like, nah, fam.
Nah.
No, there's no roll involved.
That's not how it works, fam.
So I will say this though, you do have a strange feeling, and that is, since you arrived in town, you have felt more energized. You have felt like you have more vigor. You feel lighter since you walked into town, and you're not sure why. But something about this place or these people, you don't know what it is, but you feel more alive here.
Sweet.
Not that you didn't feel alive out in the wilderness, but
No, yeah, but something about, again, feeling of, well, this is nice. I like this, and little pep.
so you see a familiar-looking bard sitting at the edge of the shrine, strumming his lute and whistling.
Like, fucking Robin Hood's, like, soundtrack whistling.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I haven't...
Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, there you go.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, great.
Topical.
He waves
like,
at you.
Oh, crap.
You try to put up your hand to your eyes. Like,
I don't particularly wave, but I do the, like, slight hand up, like, finger wiggle, and then, like, go on to, like, just continue to, like, work on my lyre.
He stands
Try
up and
not
begins to move over to your location.
Oh, God! Hey, you...
So he moves up and he tips a non-existent cap in your direction and
Oh my God, he's a milady.
Something intensifies.
gives a short bow and says that he apologizes for not introducing himself properly before. He's Biff.
It's okay, I'm sure you were in a hurry earlier, as was I.
This is true. The life of a traveling bard is never easy. Well, sometimes it's easy. He kind of looks up and smiles. Actually, most of the time it's easy. Anyway.
So, I actually have a question for you.
Of course.
Just really quick. What did you do, with those lovely ladies? I saw them, like, take you up into the sky. What was that?
Oh, they contracted me.
For what? Oh, if that's okay to ask.
He shrugs and says, "Oh, it's fine. It happens all the time." Siring, I believe, is the official term that they use.
Hiring.
Markus has a stutter. He doesn't know why.
Maybe... Can I do, what kind of roll would I do to know what siring is?
Let's see. So that would be a knowledge history check, I guess. I'm just not sure what would be other cultures' information. There's not really great knowledge for that. Knowledge nature would be fine too.
Oh damn!
I got a 23.
All right, cool. So you know that harpies are monogendered. They don't reproduce within their own species. They actually have to reproduce.
I was afraid this was the answer.
Yeah, they have to reproduce outside their own species, so they oftentimes will contract males of other species that they determine to be of good breeding stock to sire children for them.
Ooh.
Gross.
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm so uncomfortable. So
Markus has a Markus
is in the temple.
He feels very in tune with this city.
Oh my god.
He's like, sorry I had to rush off, but they seemed rather insistent.
Oh, you wanted to spend more time with me?
Well, it's not often you see another bard of Symphonia. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, you could tell.
He gestures to your weapon.
Yeah, I made it myself. Back in a time. Anyways. Yeah, I really enjoy playing. I haven't been playing for that many years, but it's something that really speaks to me.
Would you like to play a song?
Oh, crap. Sure. I'm gonna try to do the same stunt that I did back in the Telic house.
Okay.
That would be, I'm gonna do perform strings then. Oh no, I'm gonna do perform sing, actually.
Alright.
With strings accompaniment.
Excellent.
Here we fucking go. That was a 26.
Ooh.
Changing music, the lights are around me and everything that change color for every time the instrument sound changes.
So
That's what I do.
So as you were creating this light show and sound extravaganza, a crowd of admirers literally shimmer into existence in the shrine,
What?
and are cheering you on. Like the shrine, by the time your song is over, the shrine, the amphitheater, is full of people that are all basically losing their mind at your performance.
Oh. That's cool. Soul is bashful, but just does like one hand lyre, like hand wave while shaking the lyre in the other hand, trying to wave at the audience and stuff. Really happy. Really, really happy. And that is my song that I've only ever done once. So yeah, what'd you think?
Biff gestures to the crowd. He says, "That's what I think. You did an amazing job. That was wonderful. You were a talented bard.
Thank you.
You've got a great career ahead of you." He's looking forward to hearing more of your exploits. So he asks you your name.
Gunther.
I say my name is Lena.
Lena. All right. Lena the Bard?
Yes, that's me. Oh, God.
That's me.
Oh, I used the name with Serwin, so it should be fine. God, I hope so. Is he, what race is he, by the way? He's just a human?
He's human. Yeah, he's human.
Okay. I still gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm like, yeah, I was given that name from my parents, as one normally does, of course.
Of course.
Lena.
There's absolutely no reason why you would give me a fake name. Why would you?
I don't know.
I mean, we're all trustworthy folk here. We're all bards. We're all Symphonia bards. I mean, that's why we're here, right?
I don't know why I'm here.
Well, sometimes you just have to follow the music, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Want some muse?
He shrugs. Sure.
I hand him a tablet and I put one on my tongue.
He does the same.
Wow, I feel so much better now.
He just says one word. Groovy.
Cool. Have I gotten your name yet? You said you were Biff, right? Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Biff.
Where do you
Also-
hail from?
Oh, parts all over. I've traveled this entire continent. Biff?
Oh, really?
Biff the Cantankerous? Biff
The Cantankerous.
Biff the Chosen? Biff the First? What? Well, I guess I'm not Biff the First. I'm like Biff the 50-somethingth.
So you have a whole family line named Biff?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Are there any iterations like Biffy or something like that? You know, like Richard, Rich, Dick. One of those.
Not that I know of. It's usually just Biff.
Huh.
But yeah,
Interesting.
I've been called this name for quite a while now. But that's how it goes.
Yeah. So the Chosen One? What's that about?
Oh, you know, you've signed a few contracts, you make a few deals with people, you sing a few songs, and the next thing you know...
You sire some people.
Sure. 44, I think, at last count. Look, it's not my business to tell them no, especially if they're going to offer me some gold. He pulls out a small pouch, you know.
Yeah. Gold is pretty great.
Gold is pretty great. But, mostly you sign a few contracts with Symphonia, and the next thing you know, you're called Biff. But that's how life goes, I suppose.
I see.
What, he flew back here with the harpies? Are you kidding me?
I mean, they're a lot faster. They're a lot faster.
I only have it
than
in
you
between
guys.
that time.
But it's
he's fast, that's true. Well,
Yeah, apparently
I guess you don't have to put a lot of effort into it.
Damn.
Ugh, just saying. You actually got here, like, a lot faster than I would have expected you to, especially since you were siring.
Oh, that business doesn't take all that long. I think that was all wrapped up by the next morning. And I just asked them to drop me off here, and they obliged.
Well, that was very nice of them.
They're a hospitable people.
Yeah, they're very sweet. I like them. They're pretty. What made you find me, Biff?
Well, just someone told me that you'd be in the area. Mm-hmm. So I wanted
May I
to
ask who that someone is?
I think you know them. He kind of gives
Can I see her?
He gives you a knowing wink.
Is there any chance you could take me to her? If it is who I think it is?
I think she's all around us.
What?
I think she's sort of omnipresent. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's who you're talking about.
In every note of every song, and every pleasant sound on the wind.
Uh-huh.
You can hear it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can hear it all right. Yeah, so you think we've been brought together by destiny, huh?
Not exactly. It's more like direct orders, but you know, you can call it destiny if you want. But she sort of just tells me what to do sometimes.
I love that Soul follows the Disney system of morality, where it's like, if you're attractive, you're good. If you're unattractive, you're evil.
I didn't say he was unattractive to other people. He's just unattractive to Soul.
Yeah, and Disney logic only applies to the person for who the logic is coming.
Right, which is why in Beauty and the Beast, Gaston was a villain.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they made him off to be a villain. He's actually the hero. But that's a whole different argument. Anyway, so
that's what Biff would like you to think.
So yeah, he says that I was told you'd be here and that you maybe needed a bit of encouragement.
I can bring my own encouragement, thank you.
Oh, I believe it. But just realize that you're more than what's in that pouch. He points to your muse.
I know that. But I just like it because it makes me feel better.
Sure.
I just wanted to see if you knew.
Of course.
Can I ask, like, if the orders you were given were, like, verbal or just a feeling, or...
Oh, no,
what have you?
It's verbal. She shows up and just kind of yells at me sometimes. Apparently, I don't do my job well enough.
Yeah, I can probably see that.
He shrugs slowly and says, life's entirely too short to be running around all the time. You gotta stop and smell the roses, you know?
I'd rather be on the move and not stay in one place at too long of a time, normally.
Well, yeah, I guess it helps to not have people actively looking for you.
Shit.
So, maybe keep your head down. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying. Have any recommendations?
I mean, big cities are usually not a great place if you're trying to not be seen by people. Especially standing in the middle of at the top of an amphitheater surrounded by people. But who am I to tell you what to do?
Most people don't know who I am. So it's normally not a problem. I wouldn't expect them to contact a human about it.
He says, well, neither do I, Lena. I don't know who you are either.
It's great, Biff. I'm so glad we've met.
He gives you a wing.
I hope you have fun siring some other children along the way.
Maybe.
You know, it's kind of sucky having a parent like that. Just saying.
Says,
Soul starts to just walk away. Just ignoring him. You never know when you have a sibling everywhere. It's kind of fucking annoying. Soul's gonna just go to Markus's temple. They're frustrated and they're just like, I know Markus will beat there.
Alright, you go to the Temple of Eden and sure enough Markus is sitting there. Praying?
Markus.
Question mark?
Markus.
Still praying.
Well.
Still praying. Hi, Soul.
Hey.
So, what's wrong?
I took Muse and I still don't feel happy. Actually, I feel worse right now. And I really want to walk as fast as we can to figure out what information we need and get out of here as soon as possible.
Okay. I thank the priests for their time, and we head on out to the palace thing.
Yeah, I look around for Lovette and Vera.
Pick a stop at the Temple of Shamish, drop a gold coin in the collection box for good luck.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. You feel like you have attained said good luck?
Did your god have a temple, Vera?
No.
Shut up.
Mellifera is not heavily venerated in these parts.
I wonder why.
Maybe because my OC.
You can say whatever you want. Alright, guys. We're all together again.
Is actually Vera's full persona. I'm looking for convert.
Follow me!
Soul's just kind of like, hey guys, let's just walk as fast as possible, get whatever information you need, Lovette, to figure out what we need to do, and then let's just leave. We don't need to see Siva. It's fine.
Oh, you okay?
I'm fine. No, not really. Actually, my drugs aren't working right now, and I'm kind of freaking out.
Is there anything I could do to help?
Soul kind of just puts their hand down. Can you hold my hand?
Oh, of course. And grab onto it.
Soul, has to do, a slight, lean down to properly do
hand
this.
Is pretty clammy, too.
Ew. Soul doesn't really care. Keni does.
Although, I guess I'm wearing gloves, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Your fingers are just really cold.
Yeah.
It's like when you hold someone's gloved hand, it's bunches up the fingers too far.
And Soul's just kind of like, I want to get out of this city as soon as possible. Let's just go to your place and figure out, solve your problem first, maybe. And mountains are pretty high. They're hard to climb, right?
Say something good on you.
I think someone I don't want to know that I'm here might be here, and I'm kind of scared.
So you want me to get Archie to fuck them up?
I think it might be more than one person, but actually, if we ever see Biff again, I don't know if Archie would be strong enough, but I would hope so.
Well, we can try. He's pretty strong.
Cool. That would be great. That would make me feel better. I don't like him.
Well, if you need it, and I'll give Soul a leather half mask.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Soul looks at it really confused, why you have this, and then is like, this is actually really cool though, and puts it on. Soul feels a little better.
You said it was a hat?
Half mask.
Oh, half mask.
So I'm guessing it just covers my nose, mouth region.
Kind of like a bandit,
veil or
a leather
something.
bandit mask, basically.
I was thinking Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, I'm sure Soul would love that. Feels like I'm in the Phantom of the Opera right now. All right. Where should we go next, everyone? And as fast as possible.
Off to the palace to see.
To the palace.
Well, I was going to head to the Tower of Commerce, which is on the way to the palace.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stop there real quick.
So the Tower of Commerce is the seat of the financial district of the kingdom. So this is pretty much where the Department of Treasury is located. The Tower of Commerce supposedly has the largest store of gold in the kingdom and a vault underneath it. So the stories go. But it's mostly just a government building. It's also very imposing and tall. It's the tallest building in the city.
Alright. Is there any like guards in front or anything like that?
Yeah, they're ceremonial though. They're just
Okay.
They're not
Just
like
there.
yeah. They're sort of ceremonial guards.
What are their names?
Their names are
Like-
Vincent and Clemens. Clemens Reinhardt and Vincent Newhouse.
Wow, they even have last names.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, too much information.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I don't need to know your life
Settle
story,
down
guys.
there, cowboy.
I'll try and enter, and I'll kind of do like that, like look at them as I'm stepping. Like, are you gonna stop?
No,
me?
they don't. They don't stop you.
Alright.
You walk inside and you enter a wide open lobby. There are well-dressed, very rich people around, talking various businesses, things, trade prices, like trade good negotiations on large scales. An attendant in like a fine servant clothing moves up and intercepts you. Can I help you?
Indeed, I am Lovette, the nearest McKinney Bodwin. You may have heard of the McKinney Bodwins from the 60 miles. I am here to conduct some business.
Interesting. I haven't heard anything from your clan in the last year and a half.
Yeah, it's true. There is been a bit of some internal struggles, but that is all the past. I was hoping to receive some figures about the industry in this area.
Okay. The attendant introduces themselves as Alicia. Alicia
Ooh.
Block.
Oh.
Oh,
Fine. How about Schwan? Is that better? Schwan?
no. He was actually stabbed mid-sentence.
The attendant introduces herself as Alicia Schwan. And she gives you the sort of the breakdown of the market currently in the area.
Oh, fantastic.
Was there anything in particular that you were interested in?
So I'm wondering, like, what the volume of craftsmen is, specifically in metalworking, but also in glassworking.
My question is for what purpose?
Yeah.
Like for what aim?
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
that's
trying-
not the NPC asking. That's the DM asking.
Yeah, that's you asking. So, yeah, because I don't really want to explain what I'm looking for to her, but I'm basically looking to buy out a bunch of the blacksmiths in town, or as many as I can afford to start producing things under my schematics.
I see. Okay. I mean, that would be pretty expensive. Even a small blacksmith would be worth quite a bit of money.
Quite a bit, meaning like hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands.
I'd say in the low hundreds.
Oh, okay.
So you might be able to purchase a few. I don't know what you're sitting at right now, but
Oh, I'm sitting out a decent amount. Well, that's fantastic. And I was hoping to brush up with any of our old contacts, let them know we are still in business.
yeah, the attendant says that they will they'll put the word out.
You want to be found, I want to be lost. It's great.
The McKinney Bodwin Consortium is back in town.
Oh.
That is my
Oh.
business. Just thinking.
Since we're there, I'm going to poke my head up and ask if anyone goes by the name Telic.
The attendant sort of thinks and says, "No, that name isn't familiar."
Okay. Well, I tried Markus.
This is why we're asking all the guards their names. We need to
Don't
find
we
out.
have a crest or something?
We do,
Should
but
we,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like take out a giant gold crest thing
Okay.
in the middle of a large town.
I might have some. Would there be a crest on any of the random trophies I have?
I forgot about the fucking trophies. Why didn't you sell those to the harpies?
They're like shiny shit.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm not that smart, okay?
Oh, we know.
You're like, you have this big fucking heavy sack full of trophies, and we sell off all the jewelry, and they leave, and you're like, wait!
So I start throwing at them.
That's okay, I know why they left. It's fine. It's gross.
They drop Kevin Sorbo.
The commerce guys don't really have a lot of records about, like, that particular kind of information. I'm not saying that kind of information doesn't exist, it just may not be the Tower of Commerce.
Right.
So, you might want to find some other form of repository of information.
The castle would be our next best option.
Yep. Alright, guys. Everyone ready to go to the castle? Palace? Thing? I'm gonna just say yes for Markus.
Yes.
Let's go! As fast as possible!
Okay. So, you guys are heading this way, and as you're traveling down this alleyway, or that's not really an alley, but as you're traveling down this road, it suddenly there's a lot fewer people than you expect there should be.
Soul is like sweating buckets.
You hear.
I'm gonna start Archie's activation timer.
Okay, you hear someone like go psst from the alleyway just to your north.
Soul looks over.
You don't see anyone down the alleyway, but there's like a courtyard behind this building.
Oh, can we send Archie in first? Or is there a perception? Oh, Markus rolled perception.
You see a person's head lean out from behind the building, and kind of like their arm sticks out. They kind of gesture you quickly to come this way, and then they disappear back behind the building.
I'm going to send Hummel up and have him check to make sure there's not an ambush.
Recon.
Okay. Hummel flies
Sense
in.
motive.
Give me a perception from Hummel, please.
God damn it.
So Hummel does not detect anything.
Markus sense motive?
It seems like this person's trying to get your attention.
Even with that high roll.
Another day saved by Captain Obvious.
Hummel didn't see anything, so...
I'd rather not go first. Markus, how about you go?
YOLO swaggins. Sure. Why not?
He goes in, we leave.
Okay, so you guys head into this alley and or into this courtyard behind these buildings, and you enter in and you see a kind of lower class clothed gentleman, and he's like, "Hey, it's a really important thing I need to ask you guys. You look kind of familiar."
Soul has their Symphonia's wit ready, just staring.
Does he look familiar?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So out from all the other alleys in this courtyard walk more people until you guys are basically surrounded by thugs. And
I knew it!
And they're like, it seems like you guys have a lot of money on you. Do you feel like maybe leaving that behind? Cause,
that's what you want?
Because this is a robbery.
Oh.
Okay, so
Hey,
I was gonna
Lovette,
say,
is Archie ready?
I wanted to reach into my coat for my heavy crossbow, but at this point I'm just gonna pull it out, unfold it.
Yeah. Soul just looks unamused.
And the one thug kind of like holds up his knife and he's like, "You lot don't want to cross the syndicate."
Oh! I know Siva! Soul just
Steven,
raises their
you?
fucking hand.
The one guy just stops and is like, "What?"
She's like, my friend, she sent me a letter asking me to come to town.
He looks at you, not believing. He's like, "I don't believe you. I don't
I
believe
pull
you
out
at
the
all."
letter. I pull out the letter and wiggle it.
He's like, "Can I see it?"
Yeah.
Wiggle what?
He walks up carefully, still holding a knife at you, and takes the letter. Well, fuck me.
I don't know.
He
I don't really know you that well.
He hands it back to you, and he's like, "Boys, weapons away."
How much time has passed, by the way?
Just a minute, maybe.
At least it has a minute
No,
passed.
Archie's out.
So a big fucking robot just pops out of the
Yeah. It's like,
Why?
well, supposing you'd be liking an escort back to the lady, huh?
Yes, please. I miss her very much.
All right.
Please and thank you.
Oh, well, if we are going to be discreet, I guess I should undo exactly what I just did. Come on, Archie, back in your ball.
He kind of
Sorry about
drones,
that.
He drones sadly and gets back into his ball. Alright, so the other thugs fuck off, but this one leads you guys up through the alley here, around this street here, to this intersection here, up to here, and then as you're getting into this part of town, the houses are much nicer looking. It seems to be a richer district. And you arrive here at a tavern, an inn and tavern, called the Heartstring Tap Room.
I love it! Oh! Oh, I love it! Yay! Soul is very
Go to the
excited.
door and pull on some heartstrings.
Oh my god, Markus, we already made the joke by
We
just
kill
hearing.
Markus.
So, Soul turns to the gentleman that escorted them and is just like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've been looking all over for her and I just kept getting lost, so I appreciate that you found us. Like, that was really great of you.
Yeah, maybe don't mention how we found you.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not making any promises.
Okay, so if we see you again, maybe just help us out maybe if we need it?
He gives you a wink and a gun.
Cool.
Alright, so you arrive at this this nice looking tavern and you push the door open and you see a
Whereabouts in the city are we, by the way?
You're in one of the richer districts in the northwest side. So you see a very well appointed tavern, and it is has lots of people in here, carousing and drinking and having a good time.
Soul enters in and just looks around really excitedly.
You look
Am
around.
I still?
Say what?
I guess I was gonna say, am I still towed by your hand? But I guess after the whole close encounter, probably not.
We had our weapons out, so I just figured we dropped it at that point.
Probably.
Soul kind of has, like, their hands up and, like, a giddy, like, fist clenched, but, like, a... Look around.
You look around the tavern and you don't see anyone you recognize. But there's a lot of people in here.
I think you maybe have the wrong attitude about this place. Maybe you're not that kind of attention.
Soul, like, kind of laughs at that. It's just like, well, I mean, she invited me. I mean, it was a really long time ago, but... How do you know about that, Vera?
You told everyone.
Well, kinda. I didn't say when the letter came.
Anyways.
Uh-huh. So, Soul's kind of just, like, walking around, looking around, like, trying to see around corners and stuff. Go up to the bar and say, I'm looking for someone. Do you recognize the signature? And hold up the letter that I have.
Yeah, so the barman looks at the letter and he goes, oh, one moment. Take a seat right here.
Yes, sir.
He pours you a fine glass of wine while you're waiting. Or for you to sip on while you're waiting, and he moves, and as soon as he finishes that, he steps back through one of these doors behind him, and you're left to wait.
Soul's, like, doing that, like, bouncy on the, like, bar seat, just up and down, just like, yay, 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 yay.
You seem very excited to see this person.
Yeah.
Do you still have the face mask on?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm. It's good to run into an ally, but I'm still a bit surprised.
Well, I mean, we only met her once, but she really helped us out in a bit of a kerfuffle.
I also stabbed her.
I almost
maybe
drowned.
stand in the back there.
You all don't see any large pots full of water.
There's some throwing games on the north side, and there's a piano in the northwest, but...
Oh, the halfling needs to stay away from the throwing games if he knows it's good for him.
Daggers.
Said the gnome.
Daggers are thrown, but I must applaud.
Alright, the door opens to the west, and out steps this person.
Squeal. Siva!
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to Protagonist for the theme music, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or, want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under Kenishra. Until next time!